see any problem in you handling both sides of the operation, at least until volumes increase.
Right.
You shouldn't need more than 2 to help you on the trading floor. A couple more in the back office for settlements. No need to pay top dollar. Get them young, get them hungry, and train them up. I'm a bottom line kind of guy, Nick.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's my philosophy. I took him at his word. My team were young, they were hungry, and they didn't have a clue. A futures contract is an agreement to buy or sell a specified amount of a commodity at a specified price at a future date. Right, it's like if I agree to sell you this cup of cappuccino, which I don't yet own, at 45 cents a month from now. If I can buy the cappuccino at, say, 43 cents, I make a profit. If the price goes the other way, I have to pay more and I lose. It's timing. It's buying and selling at the right moment. Sometimes espresso might be the best deal, or salt or pepper.
So, we're running a supermarket up.
The truth of the matter is, we're not buying and selling anything real. It's just numbers. In our case, contracts based on the value of the Nikkei, the Tokyo stock market.
We do this for the bank?
No, we do this for the customers. We are not allowed to trade on behalf of the bank. Be sure you remember that, all right?
Other dealers wear red jackets. All same. Red is lucky Chinese color.
Yeah, well, that's the point. We want to stand out. We're a new operation. We need to be noticed.
Maybe bad luck, eh? Different color.
Bollocks. We make our own luck.
Nick's right. We're cool dudes, man. Woo!
The best things in life are free, but you can give them to the birds and bees.
Fernando, anything happening in Tokyo?
Nothing. How's Cymex?
No, same here. No one's playing. 590 and trading small.
600 in thin, too.
580 here. There's a seller who wants to trade inside. Shall I low tick him?
Yeah, flush him out.
Squeeze a sucker.
How many?
200.
Buy them now.
Buy 'em! Filled! You paid 580 for 200.
Way to go, Nick. I sold at 590.
Fuck a duck, just made 2,000 quid. Shit.
The best things in life are free, but you can give them to the birds and bees.
They were a good bunch and they were keen to learn. It looked like a madhouse with all the traders waving and shouting like bookies at a racetrack. But it all made sense once you got the hang of it. There were some hiccups, of course, but that's normal in any operation, especially a new one like ours. The important thing was we were picking up the business, and the future looked rosy.
Nick, what's the difference between initial margin and variation margin?
Initial margin's like a down payment on each futures contract that we trade. Now, we don't have to pay that in full until a contract matures. But in the meantime, the value of each contract may go up or down. So Cymex calculate our positions on a daily basis, and they'll ask us for more money if the market moves against us. And that's variation margin.
Got it, I think.
We need to open an hours account. We've had a few mistakes, nothing serious, but I need somewhere to put them till I can work them out.
Sure. What number shall I give it?
Well, what's your lucky number?
8. 8 is a very lucky Chinese number.
And how many numbers do we need?
5.
And let's give it all the luck it can handle. Call it the 88888 account. Filled. Well, you paid 50 for 20. Simon, I've got a slight problem. One of the girls sold 20 contracts for Fuji Bank instead of buying. I can't do anything about it till Monday.
And what's the damage?
20,000 at the close.
Sack the cow. She'll never work on Cymex again.
That's a bit hard, isn't it?
Look, you handle it. Have a word with London, but make sure you make that client good.
All right. Fernando, how are March futures looking? I need to make up 20 contracts at Friday's price.
You won't get Friday's price.
I should have closed off the position first thing Monday and taken the loss. Instead, I waited for the market to change. It changed all right, but not the way I wanted. Now I was stuck with a bigger loss than I could own up to. And it was all my fault.
Nick, I hear your girl handed in her notice.
Yeah, never came back. She couldn't stand the pace.
So much for loyalty. Did you make the client good?
Of course. I made a small profit, actually.
Good man.
This one's for the 5/8 account. I bought the missing contracts.
£60,000?
Shh.
It was only 20 before.
When the market went the wrong way, I had to cut the loss.
What did Simon Jones say?
Are you serious? He'd shut us down if he knew. Look, everything will be all right so long as we balance the books by the end of the month.
How?
Well, we trade on our own account until we wipe out the losses, and then we can use money from the client account and pay it back with next month's profits.
You mean gamble?
Relax, Bonnie. That's all the market is. One giant casino.
I was counting on the fact that nobody looked at the books until the end of each month. As long as the 5/8 account showed a nil balance on the last day of the month, no one would suspect that anything was wrong. But instead of winning back the position, we made more losses. And I had to borrow more money from the client account to keep them hidden. When I wanted the market to go up, it went down. If I wanted it to go down, it went up. It was hard not to take it personally.
Nick! I just worked out the balance in the 8th account. The losses are over $10 million.
Bonnie, keep your fucking voice down. Look, there's no need to panic.
There's not enough in the client account to make margin payments, Nick.
As long as I could get London to keep sending out money to finance the client positions, I'd have enough cash to stay on top of the margin payments. It was like robbing Peter to pay Paul. But hopefully, I'd end up making enough money to pay Peter back before he found out. Meanwhile, I had to generate more and more business to justify my cash calls. And for that, I needed customers. The bigger, the better.
Bon, très bien. Mr. Leeson, I'm Pierre Beaumarchais.
Nice to meet you.
I work for the Geneva Bank and Trust based in the Bahamas. I was speaking with Ang Swee-Tian, president of Cymex. He's very impressed by the amount of business you've been generating.
There's a lot of opportunities here.
Oh, yes. I do a lot of business on Cymex. With the exception of George Soros, I probably trade in the Nikkei more than anyone. Sometimes over 5,000 contracts in a day.
That is a lot. The whole market only does about 20.
Could Bearings handle that amount of business?
You bet we could. Beaumarchais was the answer to my prayers. I'd be able to siphon off enough commission to square the 8's account once and for all.
Hello?
Pierre Beaumarchais. I want to buy 4,000 June contracts.
I've got a price of 350 on my screen, but this will move it.
Try not to pay more than 400.
We've got to get them cheap. Beaumarchais is a big player. If we can pull this off for him, then we get a shitload of business. What's liquidity like?
Tight as a fleece ass. You'll get away with 500, and then the price will move up.
All right, well then we've got to con the other traders into thinking we're sellers. And when the price drops, buy, all right?
Sell 250! Sell 250! Sell 240! Sell 240! Sell 240! Sell 240! Sell 240! Sell 200! Sell 200! 200! Sell 200! Sell 200! Buy 500 contracts! Sell 200! Buy 200! Buy 200! Buy 210! Buy 210! Buy 220! Buy 220! Buy 220! Buy 220! Buy 240! Buy 240! Buy 240! Buy 240! Bill!
Nobody saw us coming. We swooped on the first 1,500 like a stealth bomber.
4,000 contracts.
Balls of steel, fat boy. Balls of fucking steel.
At last, my luck had changed. Suddenly, I couldn't stop making money. I was long in the Nikkei. That meant I was gambling on it going up. And up it went. Up and up and up.
That's very good. Very
Can't take my eyes off you. You'd be like heaven to
If it went all the way up to 19,000, I stood to make a killing on all the options I've been selling.
Come on, come on. Come on, baby, you can do it. Come on. Yes! Baby, we're in a fucking roll! Yes! Didn't think we'd do it.
It's amazing. You've made back all the losses. Over $10 million.
What did I tell you? Oh, ye of little faith. You keep doubling up, and sooner or later, you're bound to win.
And the rally shows little sign of running out of steam. Analysts are predicting additional gains.
Happy?
Yeah, you.
Never better. I have been sailing a bit close to the wind. I didn't want to worry you with it.
What do you mean?
No, it's all right. The market turned round and a whole load of my positions came good. I made it all back.
What are you on about, Nick?
Don't get your knickers in a twist, but we made some mistakes and ran up some losses. I had to go out in a bit of a limb to get back the position.
Well, how big were the losses?
It's about $1 million.
£1 million? Oh, for God's sake, Nick.
No, it's all right. Paid off. I squared it up. I had to do it to protect the guys.
Yeah, well, you promised me that you'll never do that again. It's not worth it, Nick.
Promise.
You will give me a heart attack.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And I really meant it. I was the #1 trader in town. And as the new year came in, I was determined to kick my addiction to the 8s account once and for all.
What's your opinion of the market, Nick? Long term?
Long term, you kidding? No one thinks long term. They think nanoseconds. Long term's tomorrow morning.
Okay, tomorrow morning then.
That would be telling.
Leeson speaks. The market moves.
You said it, mate. Pierre.
I want to sell the 220 call options and buy the 200 calls in December. I've got an offer of 0.138 for size. Can you do better?
I'll get back to you.
Quick as you can, Nick. I have to move fast. Oui, je suis toujours là. Je vous écoute.
What the hell is he on about? 0.138 for size.
The market in 220 calls is down. He wants to cut his losses.
Yeah, but why 0.138?
It's a ratio. The 200 calls are trading at 1,400. Divide 200 by 1,400, you get 0.143.
All right, but not 0.138. Unless someone's offered him a discount to get the business. Probably Societe Generale. We can't let those wankers get him. Pierre's our biggest client.
What are you going to do?
Just have to leg it.
You mean buy the contracts from Pierre and sell them when the market rises, is it? I thought we were not supposed to trade for the bank.
Pierre, I can do it. What's the exact size? 6,500. All right, leave it with me, no problem.
What if the market doesn't rise, huh? What if the market falls?
I've gambled and won before. I can gamble and win again. Balls of steel, me old mateys, and you better believe it. Bonnie, I need you to reopen the 8s account. We really got caned on those Beaumarchais contracts. Now the bastard's dumped us and gone back to Societe Generale. You better fax Brenda Granger in London, ask her for more funds to cover the margin payments. Tell her it's for client positions. Hello?
Nick, it's Simon. Can you come to my office? I need to see you right away.
Christ, I'd been rumbled. The only surprise was it had taken so long. What was I going to tell Lisa? She'd bloody murder me.
Come in. Congratulations, Nick. The 93 bonuses are in. You're down for 135 grand.
135? That's fantastic.
Your little operation generated profits in excess of £10 million last year. You're a star. In fact, your figures are so high, they're going to check up on you.
Check up on me?
They're sending Ash Lewis out for the audit. Don't worry. It's purely routine.
Ash Lewis? She's meant to be a right ball breaker, isn't she?
That's our booth.
Filled, pay 250.
Hi, Nick. This is Ron Baker and Ash Lewis. Ron is head of derivatives trading in London.
Which I guess makes me your boss, Nick.
Nice to meet you.
How do you do?
Very well, thank you.
Okay, let's see the action.
Henry!
So who's doing all the business? We're the biggest, right?
Well, we do a lot of arbitrage, so we do have a high volume. We signal all the orders into George in the pit there in front. This is Henry. And at the end of the day, the girls in the office, they log all the deals onto the computer.
You're the manager of the trading floor and the settlements office, is that right?
Yes, Henry got a tick of 100. Yes.
That's a little unusual. Whatever happened to checks and balances?
That's something we need to talk about.
I'm going to be here for 3 weeks. This is going to be a thoroughly comprehensive audit. No stone unturned, as they say.
Absolutely. Well, anything I can do to help, any stone needs turning, then you let me know. Are we filled? Good man, Henry. Nice to see you, Simon.
Dad's seen this flat in Blackheath that's a really good investment. Needs a bit of work, but him and my granddad can fix it up. Think of it like an insurance policy in case you get sacked. I have to go back to England and work as a plasterer. Oh, what's up with you, Miss Ringus?
What would you do, Lise? What would you do if I did get the elbow?
You've just been given a really great big bonus.
Yeah, but what if it all went wrong? What if I'm not as clever as everyone thinks I am?
Oh, of course you are. Anyway, it's you that I love. I don't give a toss about the money. If it was up to me, we'd jack it all in now, go back to England and start a family. You're doing brilliantly, Nick. You're a bloody star.
Simon, what's happening? You're looking disgustingly chirpy.
Haven't you heard? Panic over. Ash has been called back to London.
You're kidding? Why?
Office politics, some turf battle between Baring Futures and Baring Securities.
And what about the audit?
They're sending Mark Taylor and Chris Carr. Compared to Ash, they're a couple of pussies.
Pity. I was rather looking forward to seeing the dreaded Ash Lewis in action. So, it was the profits that saved me. If they only knew.
Nick! That guy from Reuters again. It's the second time he's called today.
Tell him I've... Oh, fuck it. Give me the phone. Put me up the balance in the X account, will you? Hi, Lloyd. What's shaking?
Nick, you're a hard man to pin down.
Well, you know how it is. What can I do you for?
That's quite a position you've been buying.
We're happy. I don't know which way the client wants to play it.
Who is this mystery client, Nick? You must have rather large balls.
I'm sorry, mate. You know how it is. Client confidentiality and all that.
Is it Pierre Beaumarchais?
Sorry, Lloyd. Gotta go. I'll speak to you later. Speak to you some other time. Jesus Christ, Bonnie. It's 7.78 billion yen.
Do you want the dollar amount? At 100 yen to the dollar...
Yeah, $77.8 million. Right, I want you to book me the following notional trade, selling 1,000 December 21,500 put options at a price of 7778, and then print me a new report after that entry so it shows 7.78 billion yen as if it was owing to us from Cymex.
Sure, Nick.
And then fax Brenda Granger in London asking for more funds. Tell her we've had a large margin call on our client positions.
How much?
$1 million. Make it 2.
Nick. Nick, it's the phone.
Hello?
I'm not disturbing you, am I?
It's 2 a.m.
Oh, Christ, sorry, mate, had no idea. Listen, the point is, the old farts are getting nervous. They want you to unwind the position a little.
That's easier said than done, Ron. Don't want to send the wrong signal to the market.
Yeah. Second thing is, we need another £2 million profit by next month to secure our bonuses.
2 million? Ron, what planet do you live on, mate? 1 minute you want me to unwind the positions and the next...
Failure is not an option, mate. We're counting on you. Now, I'll see you at the junket in London in 3 weeks' time.
$2 million? Who do they think I am? George Soros? That was the turning point. That was when I decided I couldn't stand around any longer, hoping the market would move in my favour. I was going to have to make it move. I didn't care how much money it took. I was going to go for broke.
The man is single-handedly generating 1/5 of the group's worldwide operating profits.
I know, Ron, but $30 million in margin payments for one day's trading?
No, you don't seem to understand. The volumes are enormous. Nick's guy is the biggest player on Cymex.
Hello?
Nick, it's Brenda. Listen, buddy, this is putting a terrible strain on our borrowing. Tony Hawes is all over me about your cash calls.
Yeah, I hear you, Brenda. But London is the cash cow for the business here. We just don't have access to any other funds. I mean, frankly, if you keep hassling me like this, I've got a good mind just to stop trading.
No, Nick, it's okay. Listen, just get back to me with some meaningful figures, okay?
Hello?
Nick, thank goodness I caught you. Listen, I know Brenda's been giving you a hard time.
I don't think any of you seem to understand how it works out here.
Yeah, you may be right about that, mate. Anyway, consider it sorted, but you are going to have to start reducing these positions.
Well, Ron, I'll see what I can do, all right?
Oh, and while I've got you, about your bonus, the budget's tight, and although you've been exceptional, there's not much to go round.
I thought we had a record year.
Yeah, having said all that, I've put in a special plea to Peter, and he's agreed to go up to 350.
350, that's ridiculous.
I'm really pushing out the bait for you, mate. I'm making an exception.
Listen, I'm busting my balls here. I made us the top house in Cymex. We even got that award for the amount of business we're doing.
Yeah, I know that, Nick. Look, I'll see what I can do. I'll see if it can't start with a 4, eh?
Yes, Ron, what do you want?
It's me, you wanker, Danny.
Bubble? What are you doing calling me in the middle of the night?
Are you anywhere near a TV? I suggest you tune in to CNN.
The worst damage was in the seaport of Kobe. Road and rail links are shattered. Buildings have collapsed.
Jesus,
and
an
fires are
earthquake,
burning.
that's all we fucking
Water and electricity and gas supply.
This is gonna kill the market, man. And Nick A's gonna fall through the fucking floor.
People milling around in search of help. Rescue operations are going to be complicated, long, and expensive. Mike Chinoy, CNN, reporting live, Tokyo.
Marky's down 300 points. You stand there cool as a fucking cucumber.
Why I see it, Bubble, it's an opportunity. I'm going to buy into the market. You watch. Buy it all the way back up to 19,000.
Fucking true what they say about your gonads, mate.
See what I mean? I think I'll give Fernando a bet on Tokyo. See what's shaking. No pun intended.
Fernando, it's Nick. What's the situation in Kobe?
We've been trying to contact our friends, but the lines are down. Hold it a sec, Nick. We got movement.
Holy shit, selling. There's some selling.
Fucking hell, it's a free-fall. I've never seen it move so fast.
350! 350! 350!
Nick? Sure you don't want us to stay?
No, I'm fine. You go.
You'll make it right, Nick. We all believe in you.
I, Nicholas Leeson, have lost 50 million quid in one day! Bastard.
Wakey, wakey.
What's the action, mate?
You tell me. Marky's up and down like a tart's knickers.
I think the worst of it's over.
Who knows? You could be right.
Well, that's my hunch anyway.
Listen, I was out last night with that Loy, you know, that journo from Reuters. Now, he's convinced there's no mystery customer. He reckons it's you. He thinks you're trading on your own account without the bank's approval. Now, you're not that crazy, are you?
Who do you think?
Well, you then? We're Marche. I thought you'd given you the elbow.
I can't tell you.
Come on, it's me, Danny boy.
I could tell you, but I'd have to shoot you afterwards.
I know one thing. If Customer X didn't exist, you'd have to invent him.
45 million, Nick. You've already had 100 this week.
Everybody's had an advanced margin call from Cymex on their client positions.
They're worried about market stability with these big movements.
It's an emergency measure? Right. Isn't everybody squealing out there?
No, we get it back when the market calms down.
Nick, for the umpteenth time, when are you going to reduce these positions? The bean counters are freaking out.
Ron, didn't know you were there.
For fuck's sake, we've had the Bank of International Settlements in Bale asking if Barings can meet its margin payments. It is not good for the image.
I hear you, Ron. It's a tight market.
Yeah, well, you really got to try. I'll take a hit on it if you have to. I know Norris is going to want to discuss it with you when he's out there next week.
Norris? I didn't know he was coming.
Yeah, with Tony Hawes. They want to check on these numbers, iron out these funding problems once and for all.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yeah, I've got and no mercy. His approach shot. It's right into the words.
Nick, there you are.
I'm sorry I'm a little bit late. Hello.
That's it. Hey.
All right.
What do you have?
Oh, beer would be great, thanks.
Another tiger, please. Nick. How is the market today?
I was staying between 18 and 18.3, drifting a little bit. Seems to have settled after the earthquake.
And the positions you're running, you're happy with them?
I'm relaxed. They're mainly March contracts, so I'll just let them expire.
Good.
Thanks.
Thank you. Now, we've had a lot of stick over funding. Brenda Granger tells me we're borrowing all over Japan to get the funds to you. People are beginning to talk.
I understand. I understand completely.
Excellent.
And that was it.
No, 600. And
that was apparently all he had to say on the subject of my enormous exposure that was causing so many ulcers throughout the Barings Empire.
Better you get in London, that's for sure.
You'll enjoy the next call.
Lobster, sir? No, thanks, I'm not very hungry.
Polo this year?
I'll tell you one.
I should have been able to relax after that. But I couldn't stop thinking about the losses in the 5/8 account.
It's a shame you can't stay for the match on Saturday.
You're down for 450, aren't you? Your bonus? Only a week to go.
Sorry?
Have you thought about what you're going to do with it? Only a week to go.
Excuse me, I have an announcement to make. I know that some of you are worried about our exposure in the market, and you're probably wondering about the identity of our mystery customer X. Well, the fact is, he doesn't exist. We're the customer, Barings. And if you look properly at the 5/8 account, which is not a client account at all, it's an errors account, you'll realise that it's concealing losses in the region of £200 million. No, I tell a lie. It's more like 230 after today.
Only a week to go. What are you going to do with all that money?
Well, I'm not going to spend it on futures and options.
That's very good.
I was living from day to day, hoping for a miracle. I wasn't running a position anymore. The position was running me.
Man, look at the state you're in. You got the bloody shakes. We've been on the raz all night.
I was just getting killed by the market.
Well, tell me about it. I've had a shitty week too. Penguin? You lucky sod. Do you know how rare they are? Do you know? Well, ain't that bloody funny?
Lucky Lacey. You have it. I'm not laughing at you, Bubble. Fuck. Sorry.
Yeah. You really are in a bad way, ain't you? What's the matter?
I have an unauthorised position.
Fucking hell. How big?
Big enough to be a problem.
Poor bastard. I can't say it comes as a complete surprise. Does Lisa know?
No, she'd kill me. Poor thing, she's got enough on her plate at the moment. She's just waiting for bonus day so we can go home.
So what are you going to do?
Well, I just have to keep buying futures like they're going out of style to support the market. I mean, if it sticks around 18,000, then my options are still in the money and I could get the position back. I may even come out ahead.
Nick, you listen to me now, right? Listen to me. You don't fight the market, man. Even if you can make the margin calls, what happens when the contracts expire? Eh? The way the market's going at the moment, your losses could be catastrophic.
Nick?
Tony.
Nick, I really need to go over some of the figures with you.
Sure, Tony. I'll be back in a minute.
75! Stop!
I'd thrown away countless more millions, and it hadn't made a dent. I was only one day from bonus day, but the game was up. I was beaten.
The Chancellor of the Exchequer, Kenneth Clark, is trying to calm fears sparked by the failure of Barings Bank. In a statement to Parliament, he denied reports that the British banking system is about to collapse. According to him, Barings' failure is a unique situation which he blames on the actions of a rogue trader in Singapore. Estimates of potential losses range from 800 million to over 1 billion pounds. There's no way of knowing how markets will react when they reopen on Monday. And while the Bank of England tries to put together a rescue package with the Sultan of Brunei rumored as a possible buyer, time may be running out for one of Britain's most venerable financial institutions. Charles Sampson, CNN, London.
Oh, Nick.
Barings has gone on TV and said there's been a conspiracy. They've lost 800 million quid.
My losses were nowhere near that. It was more like 300.
Hello, but Barings didn't do anything Friday, did they? So that now the word's out and the market's crashed.
Bloody idiots.
Listen, they think you've done a runner on your yacht.
What?
I know. But listen, mate, you've got no friends here now, so just get the fuck out of Asia. Get back to London, Australia, anywhere. Just get the fuck out.
Yeah, we're trying.
Well, Nick, get yourself a good lawyer. Be lucky.
Cheers, mate. It's crazy, there's a manhunt all over Asia. I think we're sailing around Indonesia in our yacht.
Oh, hot bloody yacht.
I know, it's crazy. What about the flights?
Well, there's one to London that goes via Singapore.
That's not good.
Well, there's a flight to Frankfurt that goes via Abu Dhabi.
Let's take it. Lisa, pay cash. No, thank you, no.
No? No. Nick, take that thing off.
This guy over there looking at me.
Yeah, well, I'm not surprised that bloody hat on. We talk about conspicuous, you're sticking out like a sore bloody thumb.
Did you say we stop at Abu Dhabi?
Yeah.
So that's where they cut your hands off.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. They just stone you.
What?
I'm sorry, you've got...
Poor old bearings, eh? That's what you get behind the wrong sort of person. That was when it hit me. The enormity of what I'd done. Whatever happened, I knew things were never going to be the same again. And I never felt lonelier in all my life. I love you, Lisa. Whatever happens, I love you.
I love you too.
We've got to get back to London. I couldn't stand it if I was in jail in Singapore. I couldn't stand it if I couldn't see you. Jesus Christ, it's the police. They must know I'm on the flight.
Well, no, not necessarily.
Due to the early arrival of the flight, passport control will take place as you leave the plane. Please have your documents ready.
See?
I'm scared, Lisa.
You'll be strong, okay?
Danke. Pass bitte. Danke. Thank you. Danke. Please show your passport. Where is your man?
I'm her man.
$250 bid on 100. $250 bid on 100. Come on. Who wants some of that? $250 bid on 100. $250 bid on 100. Come on.
And that's it, more or less. That's the end of my story. Behrens was eventually sold to the Dutch bank ING for the princely sum of £1. Lisa's got a new life working as a flight attendant for Virgin Atlantic. I hear she's got herself a new fella. As for me, I fought unsuccessfully against extradition from Frankfurt to Singapore on charges of fraud, forgery and breach of trust. I was sentenced to 6.5 years in prison. Despite rumours of secret bank accounts and hidden millions, I did not profit personally from my unlawful trading. To be absolutely honest, sometimes I wish I had.